Greetings to all. Beta Class 7 Social Science. We have started Chapter 1 of Civics, that is on equality. In the previous classes, we have discussed about two stories, one of Om Prakash Valmiki and one about Ansaris. In both the examples, we have discussed that how the people are discriminated on the different basis. Somewhere on the basis of caste, somewhere on the basis of religion. So let's move further. You have understood by now that the caste we are born, the religion we practice, the class background we come from, whether we are male or female, these are often the things that determine why some people are treated unequally. Om Prakash Valmiki and the Ansaris are being treated unequally on the basis of differences of caste and religion. Yes, we have discussed in the chapter about it that we are treated in our society on the basis of our social status, because those people who belong to so-called high classes, who belong to rich families, they are respected everywhere, they get respect. But the people who are poor or who are born in so-called lower caste, or the caste which are considered as lower by many people, or on the basis of religion also, some of the religion they are stereotyped in our society. So on that basis also the people are being discriminated in our society. So when persons are treated unequally, their dignity is violated. Dignity, respect. If some of the people they are treated badly or they are discriminated against, then uh, their dignity is violated. Means they feel inferior, or they feel that the people they are not treated them equally. They are ill treating them. The dignity of both Om Prakash Valmiki and the Ansaris was violated because of the way in which they were treated. By picking on him and making him sweep the school because of his caste, Om Prakash Valmiki's schoolmates and teachers hurt his dignity badly and made him feel as he was less than equal to all other students in the school. Being a child, Om Prakash Valmiki could not do very little about the situation that he was in. It was the father who, on seeing his son sweep, felt angry by this unequal treatment and confronted the teachers. Really, here we are talking about caste inequality, like a child. Om Prakash Valmiki, when he was a child, he was in class 4. Then his headmaster made him sweep the school, the whole school. The child, he felt so bad, but even then he had to do the work because teacher instructed him. His classmates also ill treated him because they considered him of less value or less than other students in the class. But he was a child, he couldn't do about it. He couldn't do to improve he couldn't do anything to improve his situation. It was his father, when he saw his son doing that menial work, and confronted the teacher, and after that time the practice was stopped in the school. So in the case of Ansaris, see, the Ansari's dignity was also hurt when persons refused to lease their apartment to them. However, when the property dealer suggested that they change their name, it was their dignity or self-respect that made them refuse this suggestion. Really, this also we have discussed, that when the property dealer asked them, because them to change their names from Ansaris to Mr. and Miss Kumar, the Ansaris refused because they understood that why these people refused to lease their apartment to them. Why? Because Ansaris were Muslims due to their religion, but they didn't want to hide this reality. They wanted to be or to live with their dignity, their respect, their religion. That's why they refused to change their name. And at last, after 1 month, they got an apartment on rent. So, in this way, the dignity of individuals are violated. Om Prakash and Ansaris do not deserve to be treated like this. They deserve the same respect and dignity as anyone else. Yes, because in school, all the children are equal. In our society, all people are equal. Our constitution says that there should not be any kind of ill treatment against any of the persons. It may not be based on caste, color, creed, religion, etc. So, all are treated as equal, and this is an unfair practice in our society. If somebody is ill treated or they are not given due respect on the basis of caste or on the basis of religion. Now, equality in Indian constitution. In equality in Indian democracy, the Indian constitution recognizes every person as equal. This means that every individual in the country, including male or female persons from all castes, religions, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds, are recognized as equal. This is not to say that inequality ceases to exist. It doesn't, but at least in democratic India, the principle of equality of all persons is recognized. While earlier, yes, and this is the next page. Why earlier no law existed to protect people from discrimination. Yes, according to our constitution, that all the people in our society are to be treated equally, means should be treated equally. Nobody is inferior, nobody is superior. All the people, all the citizens are equal. Now we have laws who promise that equality is practiced in our country, but it doesn't mean that inequality doesn't exist. Do, yes, it do, but in earlier times there were no such kind of principles, or no kind of laws were there who protect the people against this kind of discrimination or ill treatment. Now there are several that work to see that people are treated with dignity and as equal. Yes, now we have laws which promise, or which promise the people that all are equal, and in reality, before the law, all are treated equal, disregard their social status or religion, etc. This recognition of equality includes some of the following provisions in the constitution. First, that every person is equal before the law. Please underline this line. First, everyone, everyone, Hanji, every person is equal before the law. This means is that every person, from the president of the country to Kanta. I think Kanta means a maid, a housemaid, means a sweeper maybe. That from the lowest level to the highest rank of the world, of India, means the first citizen of India. Everyone is to be treated equally before the law. A domestic worker has to obey the same laws. Second, underline this one also. No person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, or whether they are male or female, means on the basis of gender. Third also underline. Every person has access to all public places, including playgrounds, hotels, shops, and markets. All persons can use publicly available wells, roads, and bathing ghats. Fourth, untouchability has been abolished. Yes. Now, see, these are some of the laws, some of the provisions in our constitution which guarantees equality in the society. Means nobody can be treated as unequal on the basis of caste, color, creed, gender. Everyone is equal before law. All have access to public places and are free to use the public places like public wells, parks, etc. There should not be any kind of ill treatment against the people. And the last fourth, that is untouchability, has been banned. And in the next coming time, we will discuss about that. Our Article 17 of our Constitution says that untouchability has been abolished. About this, we will discuss in the next class. Have a nice day.